previous days it's been foggy every morning and we haven't seen too much, but today most of the fog is gone and this is just stunning. We'd already packed our tripod today, so we had to make a homemade one to shoot a time lapse this morning of this stunning view outside here.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you.
Today we will trek to Tengboche, that has a big monastery where we will meet up with a Lama that will marry us on base camp.
Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the solution.
And now we get to see a new glimpse of Mount Everest. There it is!
So this is one of the nicest roads I think we've been on so far. It's very flat, very wide, but now there's a hill coming. We're stopping for lunch now. Tora is very excited about having tea. I'm looking forward to meeting a man who's actually been to the top of Everest.
I love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the solution.
This is the man who has been standing on the top of the world. That is so impressive. His brother-in-law has actually been to Norway and has helped improve the trail to some of the hikes that we've done in the past. The world is really a small place. Just a few days ago we were down at the double bridge, now we're all the way up here.
Going through the rhododendron forest soon, which Nepal is quite known for. Rhododendron is the national flower of Nepal.
Look into your eyes. You know you make me feel like I'm alive.
Crossing a river now, but it turns out it's pretty dry at the moment.
You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are.
We just finished lunch. It's quite cold here right now, but I put on a t-shirt because we're going to climb 600 vertical meters in the next 2 to 2.5 hours. We made it to Dingboche, now we will meet up with the Lama to finalize everything for the wedding, then we'll go to bed.
So we just came back from the meeting with the Lama, an actual Lama that is going to marry us, and it was so fun. And it's finally real in a way. I mean, we've been walking all day and it was a nice trip, but we're getting married! And he doesn't speak one word of English, and of course he doesn't speak Norwegian, so everything will happen in Nepali, and with the Buddhist mantras and everything, and we have to do stuff, and we don't know what to do, but we'll have a translator there, and it's exciting, and we're getting married!
So we're waiting for dinner now, and this is what it typically looks like in the tea houses. We'll gather around the stove when it gets colder. They keep it burning with yak poo.
I've got to capture that this is the best part about the entire trip. Nice warm stove.
Then just put a hot towel on his face.
It feels so good. It's heat and it's clean. I'm missing a warm shower.
And it looks really silly.
Yeah.
Here's the food. Jörn ordered veg fried potatoes and I ordered momos.
What are you having today?
3 pizza. Så till good noodle, so I got one slice. It's so good.
Yes.
Good morning! We have the best room with the best view to Mount Everest, and today it's not cloudy. So Jörn has put the time-lapse thingy on to film the sunrise over Mount Everest, and it's so beautiful!
Have a look at the view we got from our window right now. So, the mountain you can see in the center of the frame right now, that is Mount Everest. And this is right outside our window. This is just amazing. Our journey continues towards Dingboche, where we'll have one day to acclimatize.
So Jörn is really dehydrated and he has to drink out of the camelback bottle, but because he has to hold his breath while drinking, and because we're at such a high altitude, he gets really out of breath for every time he sips the water.
So for the first time on this entire trek, we've seen a clear night sky out here. So as soon as I saw that, I ran in again. Tor and I got changed into wedding attire, and we asked one of our fellow travelers to take a picture of us. We managed to get a few pictures in, but then it got hazy, so we had to stop. But tomorrow we're hoping for good weather again, and we're gonna crack on because this looks very cool.
Today is acclimatisation day, which means hiking up from Dingboche and then all the way down again. We'll also try our wedding attire to see if everything works in these kinds of conditions. Time to get changed and take some photos.
Don't know a thing about what this is like. I don't want to think about what's ahead. I'm here now, 'cause I've always wanted to feel alive. Live in the moment, let the future arrive.
So we're on our way back from the acclimatisation tour today. We've been all the way up the mountain. Not all the way to the top, you see that thing over there? We've been there, and now we're on our way down. Almost at the bottom, and we turn around, and that's where we're staying.
There's time for that, but not now. And while we are young, let's be stupid. Just you, me, and the night. The one thing we should know is that we got plenty of time.
There were yaks here, and there's a dead one too.
That we got plenty of time. Yeah, we got plenty of time.
We've reached Thukla and stopped here for lunch. Apparently it'll take some time to get the food, so I'll step outside and see if I can shoot some time lapses, because the landscape here is just breathtaking. This is where we're heading over to later today. Apparently it's going to get really cold and windy. I just found the toilet, but I'm not going to use it. Have a look at this. Yay! The camera is set up now, let's shoot some time lapses.
Just like that, we're above the tree line. The wind is starting to pick up. How are you feeling?
Good!
Yay! I'm not!
We've now reached the Everest Memorial. There are monuments all over this place dedicated to the people who lost their lives climbing Everest. In the valley below is the Nepal Rescue Association, so there are helicopters flying back and forth almost constantly with people suffering from altitude sickness or injuries. And just as we stopped to take a break here, tourists started getting altitude sickness too. Luckily, our guide has something magical to make it go away. We're just 100 vertical meters from our destination today, and it's the last day before our wedding. This just has to work.
We made it!
2 days ago we were hiking in t-shirts because it was so warm, and right now it is snowing and it's hailing and it is very, very cold. So it's the evening before the wedding now. I do have to admit I'm getting cold feet, but luckily I got new warm socks, so that's not going to be a problem tomorrow.